Today, we are going to deal computerized accounting, its advantages and limitations. Myself, Dr. Ramavat Ravi, working as a assistant professor of commerce, Pingli Government College for Women, Warangal. So previous lessons we discussed about the introduction of computerized accounting and its future. Before going to deal this topic, we briefly discuss about the computerized accounting. In any business, they have to record their financial transaction in a systematical manner. That's accounting, recording, classifying, summarizing, finalizing, and prepare the statements and submit the reports to the users inside and outside of the society. Computerized accounting mean we are using recording of the financial transaction with help of computer computer and along with the computer software. This is a brief introduction of computer. Today we are going to discuss the advantages of computerized accounting. First one is the automation. Since all the calculation are handled by the software, computer itself. Automation mean everything it is a auto calculation. Example, example. So we are every time we have to enter in sales of the goods and services. So sales is a one of the transaction. When we are writing in manually, we have to write in every time sales of goods. But in computerized accounting system, once we are enter in customized database, then automatically when we are going to write S, then it will display sales. Then you click it, not need to write in every time. Just you have to enter the amounts, concern amount, how much sales amount in particular transaction in according as for the chronological order. And here calculation also by automatically in manual accounting, so one by one we have to calculate each and every aspect, but in computerized accounting it's default calculation. Whatever the statements we need, it goes to calculate easily. So this is the automation of computerized accounting. And next, speed. Basically computer is a device itself, it is a functioning very speed of recording of transaction. In similarly, in computerized accounting also, it is a speed of transaction. By the accountant, in manual, he has to record 10, 20 records transaction within 1 hour. But within 5 minutes, he has to record all the transaction with the speed. And it can computerized accounting save a lot of time processing of transaction. It's smart work we are going to. And accuracy. So similarly, we have to maintain this automation and speed with accuracy also. The built-in validation in computerized accounting prevent many errors. Itself has preventing errors. Example, when we are going to enter the transaction, debitors to cash example. So debitor is the worth of transaction 10,000 actually, but debit said we wrote 10,000, but credit said we wrote 1,000. So computer itself it is not accepting. It's not accepting because both are the same figure is not displayed. So error itself is recognizing immediately, then automatically accountant will find immediately and he's rectified. Mean what I am going to say mean, so book has whatever the accounts book has, minimize the errors and minimize the errors and try to maximize the accuracy. That is the one case, one advantage. And reliability. Reliability is a very important. So is it reliability in case of financial transaction accuracy and whatever the data we are providing. So inside of the organization and outside of the organization, they have to believe it. How they can believe me? So because of all the calculation are accurate, the financial statement, whatever the prepared by help of computer software, it is a it's indicating highly accuracy of the data. When highly accuracy will provided by the computer accounting, so it's the effective reliability of the data. That is the one of the advantages. And scalable with a computerized accounting, everything is kept in straightforward because sifting through data using software is easier than sifting through a bunch of papers. So we are not need to use a papers work in computerized accounting. Everything is electronic form. We not need to. So it is helping to protecting the environment protection also. We are not wasting our papers. So it is a better to society and provide protection of the environmental healthy environment. And the next advantage is the update reports. So the entering accounting process is the run by the moment of transaction is entered. So whatever the transaction we are entering, so if anything correction, anything modification is there, we can go for back and we can update it. We go the previous entries and we can edit it and we can update it. Whatever the changes is there, simply we go back and we can edit it and we can modify it, and whatever the changes we can update. These facilities is available in computerized accounting, but so such facilities is not available in the manual accounting. Already we know very well about that one. Effective MIS, effective management information system. So basically, accounting data we have to providing. We mean accountant has prepared the reports. That reports has submitted to the top level management. Based on this reports, the management will take several decisions, several steps based on this information only. Like a computer's accounting helps the users to generate various reports from the perspective, from various perspectives. So by clicking one button, by clicking one key button, so top management itself can download the various reports like sales reports, purchase reports, cash report. Also, for example, management can know how much goods is available in godowns. Then simply is not need to contact the storekeeper and he asks them. So just you can maintain by logging into the computerized accounting, and he has to verify the how much godown stock is available or not available. So he can find management. That mean that much of management information system is provided by the computerized accounting, and based on it enables incisive analysis of accounting data, helping the user to take informed and effective decisions based on this. So such information is helping for taking beautiful decision. So this is a very important information so management information system. Okay, that's one thing. And security is provided by the computer is a digital signature mechanism is there, and the automation mechanism is there, and with password mechanism is there. So computerized accounting provide a great security to the financial transaction what we are entered in the computer, and it goes to give a 100% confidential in nature. Use of multiple level of security. Multiple level of security mean, for example, so once we are entering the bottom level to top level, for example, so clerical duty, accountant duty is only to enter the transaction. So beyond that, he cannot access it. Only he can access only entering the transaction. And next level, so he can prepare the example. I'm saying example ledger, different various ledgers. He can use only this level only, and next level goes for the top level. He can, any modification is there, any error will happen, so he top level can log in it, and with the help of top level he can modify it. So this different level of security mechanism we are going to uh, provides in computerized accounting system use multiple levels, so it will be a secure financial transaction. That is the one of the advantages. And cost effective. So in every point of view, cost is a major parameters, either it is a worthy accounting system or not. Based on that we can analyze it. So cost effective mean when one consider that clear, clever accounting, one least at least online accounting solutions start at low monthly subscription, low cost we are going to provide. That is a cost effectiveness mechanism is there. So it is a very good effective reducing the cost point of view also. And lastly, visuals. So these are the different advantages. So is last is a visual is a very important. So visual mean whatever the statement we are prepared. So that statement based on that we can prepare different tables. We can mean by using computerized accounting different model of different style, either vertical style, horizontal style, what not, every models according to the content of management, we can prepare it. And we can compare in the statement like last 5 years sales data. We can one by one, and then you can compare. Based on that, we can prepare charts, different chart. By seeing chart, by visually, it's clear understanding, is clear understanding. So computerized accounting not only recording of the transaction and preparing the statement, it also helps to prepare the different models of tables for the comparisons. And for example, last 10 years profit, either increasing trend is the either increasing trend or either decreasing trend, and which year is the highest profit is there and what is the lowest profit year. So based on that, management can analyze it, can interpret it. So by audience can easily understand, and top level management also, they can spend a less than a few minutes of time. Within short time they can understand very easily. By instead of preparing submitting the reports, the report cannot read the management each and every aspect. By submitting such graphs and such tables and such charts, so it can easily understand, and based on he can understand clearly. So he not need to uh, depends on clear reports, and he not completely depending on the accountants. So it is also a major advantages in the computerized accounting system. In the same time, a few disadvantages also is there in the computerized accounting system. Let me know one by one either what are the disadvantages in computerized accounting system. Uh, First, costly. So basically, you know very well about that. When we are introducing computerized accounting system, we have to purchase computers, latest version computers, and along with software. So computer is purchasing, we have to uh, bear certain cost, and installation of the software also we can bear cost, and different accessories we need. Along with accessories mean printers, like other accessories like etc. We need it, and different devices we need, and connection of internet also we need, and LAN connection also we need, because these are the expensive, and we have to provide training to the our employees, because the previously we are maintaining completely manual accounting system, suddenly we are going for converting into the computerized accounting system. Our employees is not scope with, not to up to the mark of the computerized accounting system. So then we have to fill the gap. How we can fill in the gap mean by providing training. So when we are providing training, we have to incur cost. I mean, totally, the cost computerized accounting system is a costly system, as there are many components that have to be arranged to set up the system. These includes computer printers, computers, and other related accessories. Okay, you see, this is one of the disadvantages in computerized accounting system. And next one is the obsolescence. There is a culture of here today, gone tomorrow follows in the IT industry. Means suddenly, in the modern technology, today is new. Suddenly, next day, it goes to old. Within 1 year, and within 1 month, and within whatever may be that. So very short span of time. So new innovative things will come. When new innovatives will come, we have to update certain updations. Again, we have to purchase our software. So continuously, we have to purchase software. Once we are purchasing software, that is not good for that. So continuously, whatever the changes, for example, in the year 2016, GST mechanism will exist. Before that, VAT is there. So when GST is existing, what we have to edit the GST, and sorry, to remove the VAT and to incorporate the GST. So then we have to purchase a new software. Then we have to install it. So the purchasement of software is a continuous process. And therefore, even though latest hardware purchased today may become outdated in very soon, and this is linked with another serious problem in the computerized accounting system, and dependency on computer accounting. Dependency will increasing in computerized accounting, but only the computer well known. For example, so X is a very excellent in accounting, preparation of accounting system, but he doesn't know computer knowledge. But he is not eligible to maintain the computerized accounting system. But why is excellent in accounting, and as well as he know about the computerized accounting? Then why can eligible? Why can prepare the accounts in computer? But suddenly, why will not attend the duties on particular day? So we have to wait when Y will come, and he has to enter those transactions. Mean, so X is available even though he is present, so he is helpless, because dependency will increasing in case of computerized accounting system. But in case of manual accounting system, such a dependency is not there. Just Y is not attending, just X will complete the remaining duties in absent of Y, he can fulfill the X also. Because in case of computerized accounting, accountants are maintained by the computer staff, and in their absence, it is not possible for a computer illiterate. Already we given example in previous, to run the accountant software. This is the one of the thing. And next, problem of security and secrecy. So already in previous we discussed different level of security mechanism is there. Even though different level of security mechanism, there is certain threatening is there, certain problem will have to there is scope for problem. In case of there are always a security threatened to the accounting data. So and lastly, requires the training on the part of accountants. Training is a very essential. So actually, organization required skill, and employee having skill is not matching. So to fulfill the matching, to fulfill that gap, so the gap will fulfilling by the given training, either off the training or on the training. So off the training and on the training mean, so for example, employee completely is 1 week or 10 days, he has to attend training only. Then after completion of training session, he has joined and assign the work. That is mean within 1 month or 15 days, he had company has to pay salary, not only regular salary, and company has to pay additional allowances to the trainers and trainee employee. He has to arrange a guest house accommodation, traveling allowances, because such expenditures company has to bear it. So this is the using accounting software need proper training to the accountants. Always continuously, whenever the software will updating, we have to give training. Little bit training is compulsory. So this is the brief discussion about the advantages and limitation. Now coming to the next difference between manual accounting and computerized accounting. In previous already we discussed a little bit about the difference, but now we are going to discuss it clearly in details difference between manual and computerized accounting. First, in terms of meaning, manual accounting is a process of recording financial transaction in bookkeeping and classifying it and summarizing it and prepare the statements. In for the preparation of the statement, basically accountants can use physical registers, accounts book, keeping the financial transaction. Whatever the transaction, so accountants should maintain a physical register with a formatted by the drawn debit column and credit column, rupees column, and date, etc. This is a well formatted design is there, and the plenty of register is available in the market. That is the basic meaning of manual accounting system. Now coming to the computerized accounting system, the meaning is same: recording of financial transaction, classifying, summarizing, and interpretation. The meaning is same, the rules is same, regulation is same, principles is same, but only one difference. So here, manual accounting recording in physical register, but here we are recording in the electronic register, in electronically by using computer software. So that is the different. That is the clear difference in the meaning. Next, recording. Recording is a possible through book of original entry. Original entry mean, so based on the vouchers, bills, accountant will verify it. Based on the verification, he can find a clear note, and based on the vouchers, based on the bill, the accountant has entered the transaction in the bookkeeping. Based on that, we can prepare ledgers, trial balance, and final statement. That is the different matter. But in case of computerized accounting, data content is recorded in customized database. Already content is developed, well developed. That is a customized tool. Just we have to incorporate our details only. That is a computerized accounting system. The difference between recording point of view, recording basis. Next, calculations. Calculation is a very important. Economic transaction calculation is the major important. In manual accounting system, all the transactions recorded by the accountant should calculate with help of calculator or manual. He has to calculate each and every aspect performed by manually only. For example, debit 2000, credit 2000, both are matching or not. Okay, matching all the debit balances, all the credit balances. So he has to one by one, he has to calculate it and total and credit balance, he has to calculate it. If any mistake is happened, so you can verify it one by one. Where will mistake will happen? Then he has to identify it. Oh, this is a mistake will happen. Then he round off it and he's modified and round off that mistake and you write beside of the round of mark. And okay, now is this is the process will happen in the calculation in manual accounting system. But in case of computerized accounting system, so accountant duty is to enter the transaction. So whatever the inputs is required, you mean accountant should enter that. Remaining faults required the calculations are performed by computer system only. Whatever the required calculation is needed, when we are given instruction, we need ledger balance, sales ledger. Then automatically sales ledger, opening balance, closing balance, computer itself is calculated. But when we need manual accounting, so for example, management of the organizations, management of the business, they need, okay, I need sales ledger. Then accountant will prepare opening balance and whatever the transaction will happen between the period, then he has to enter. Then his closing balance, he has to prepare it. But in computerized accounting, just he has to click here one button, then he will download that sales ledgers, whatever the ledgers, not book sales. Example I am saying. And next, speed. Manual accounting, it's take time. I mean, it's take around 1 year. So generally in India, financial year beginning 1st April and end with the 31st March. Between the periods, it's take completely data we have to enter. After completion of the financial year, we have to prepare all the statement and submit it and publish it. Some of the company has openly published it. But in computerized accounting, so we not need to wait 1 year. So whatever the data is entered, up to the data, just we can prepare profit and loss account. We can prepare trial balance. We can prepare different statement. Mean we not need to wait 1 year. Every day also we can prepare our ledgers. Every day also we can prepare our trial balance. These facilities is available in the computerized accounting. This is a brief about the speed. Means simply in one word, I am going to say manual accounting is a slowly functioning it. Computerized accounting compared to manual accounting is a faster than manual accounting. This is the one of the advantages. And next difference, sorry, and adjusting entries. Generally, adjusting entries mean the additional informations. For example, suddenly one debitor has paid cash, but the transaction is paid check through bank. So he has deposited before 31st of March, but the transaction is not created the amount. So such a transaction we call adjustment. So that adjustment will under the particular financial year, we should adjust it. In manual accounting, all the adjustment, we should adjust it either minus or plus, whatever be that, you can adjust it by manual only. It is made rectified of errors and modified. But in computerized accounting, it cannot be made a rectification of errors, because whatever the errors will happen, whatever the mistake will happen, whatever the due will recover, so we should go the previous same entry and we can modify it and we can adjust it. So there is no scope for adjustment entries in computerized accounting. That is the clear difference between the manual accounting and computerized accounting. Next, backup. Basically, manual accounting, there is no scope for the backup mechanism. It's not there, because once we are entering the transaction, it's highly impossible to go back and modify it and we can clear it, because it is highly impossible. If you are going to modify it, it's a round off or you can write it. So anyhow, this correction is there, scope for correction is there, but it's completely correction will not possible. Go back and modify it completely is not possible. But in case of computerized accounting, entries of transaction can be saved and back up and modified and go back and take whatever adjustment. So is the backing facilities is available in computerized accounting, but such facilities is not available in manual accounting system. And next, trial balance. Trial balance, what is the meaning of trial balance? Mean all the closing, all the ledger closing balance. For example, sales ledger is there. Sales ledger closing balance. Purchase ledger is there, closing balance. Salary ledger closing balance. All the closing balances of ledgers. For example, debit closing balance is there, we write debit side of trial balance. Credit closing balance is there, we have to write credit side closing balance. But in case of manual accounting, accountant should prepare first ledgers, each and individual ledger based on the all ledger prepared. So he has to clearly know. So closing balances of all the ledgers, we have to enter all the debit closing ledgers balance, all the credit closing ledger balance. Then he has to tally it. Credit equal to debit. Always account commerce basic fundamental is the debits equal to credit. Same thing can happen in the computerized accounting. So once we are entering the transaction, our duty is over. I mean, accountant duty is over. So whatever the ledgers we need, so computer itself is prepared. And trial balance also, computer itself is prepared. That is a beauty facilities is available. So financial statement. It is prepared at the end of the period, or basically within 1 year, yeah. But in some companies, quarterly, mid of the year also is prepared. But in case of computerized accounting, it is provided at the click of button whenever you need, whenever we need. So whatever the statements we need, we can prepare it and we can use it. So these are the facilities is available in the manual accounting and computerized accounting, the difference clearly. Today we are discussing briefly about computerized accounting advantages and computerized accounting limitations, and finally difference between computerized accounting and manual accounting, like meaning, recording, calculation, speed, adjustment entries, backup, and trial balance, and financial statement. Basically, you know very well about that. We have to prepare two types of financial statement. Number one is the profit and loss accounts. Next one is the balance sheet. Profit and loss account, it's indicating, so during the particular period, how much expenditures we incurred and how much income will generate, and difference between income and expenses. There is any gap is there, that gap may be positive or negative. Positive mean profit, negative mean loss. So this is a statement really clearly showing like that. And balance sheet is one side is assets and another one side is the liabilities. This both will goes to equal, always liabilities is equal to assets. So these two type, it is indicating financial position of the company, that is the profitability position of the company and financial position of the company. These are the two types of statements we have prepared in the computer. Again, just we go back to the previous slides. 1 minute I am going to review each one. So advantages of computeristic accounting: automation, speed, accuracy, reliability, and scalable. And next thing is that limitation, sorry, update reports and effective MIS, security, cost effective, and visual. Okay, and next heading, disadvantages: costly, obsolescence, dependency on computer accountant, and problems of security and secrecy, requires training on the part of accountants. So these are the topics we discussed today. Anyhow, thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.